Hey everybody, I want to tell you why I left Dumaguete and I left Janet there. I left this morning at 5 a.m. to come up to Cebu City. I'm going to be up here for about 10 days. And Janet's, what a sweetheart, she got up at 4 o'clock this morning, helped me finish packing. And then at 5 o'clock when I left to go to the ferry, which leaves at 6, she came with me. She wanted to get on her motorbike and drive with me down to the ferry because it was dark. Wanted to make sure I got there all right. We drove to the ferry and it started raining really hard. We pulled over, I put my raincoat on, she put hers. I told her, go home, Janet. Don't, be in the rain taking me to the ferry and going back home. I can get there. And she just said, honey, please, I want to make sure you're safe. So that was it. She followed me all the way to the ferry. We got there 5:30. Didn't have any problems. She gave me a kiss goodbye. She got on her motorbike and she drove home. But the reason I came to Cebu and the reason I didn't bring Janet is we're getting married next month and we're really busy. I ordered some stuff on Amazon that's going to be delivered next week, hopefully before the 1st, so I need her home to receive that. She also needs to enroll her son into private school. We're putting him in a Presbyterian private school in Chantilly, and as soon as the report card's available, she needs to go and have him registered, get some pictures taken, get all the documentation she needs, birth certificate, and go down there and pay for the 1-year enrollment and get that started. The kid needs to be going to school, needs to be going to a private school. Public school, I don't want to say it sucks, but it's pretty bad here in the Philippines. The other thing Janet has to do is she has to prepare for the wedding. She has to go down and make sure to get the final paperwork. Her and Mary are doing that, and hopefully they get everything done. I think Janet and Mary are going to pick a date next week for us. They'll find the best date for everybody involved. Also, I need to come here to Cebu. I need to do some business. There's some things I need to get done. I need to look at some condos. We're looking for a new place to live. If we don't buy property in Chantilly or in Dumaguete area, we'll probably end up getting a condo in Panglao or maybe up here in Cebu City. I'm going to take a look at 2 or 3 different units. I have appointments set up to look at those. Also, I need to buy Janet a gift for the wedding. So I have one of her rings. I took it, so I have her ring size. I'm going to go out here to the mall, a couple jewelry stores, and pick up a ring for her. She needs a ring. She deserves it. So those are a couple things I need to do here. I also need a vacation. And people say, well, you're retired and you go on vacation a lot. Yeah, but I need some me time. And anybody who's been living a long enough life knows once a year it's good to get away for a week or 2. Back home I used to go fishing. Just take off, have the tent, go camping, go fishing for a week, 10 days, clear my head, and ready to start a whole new year. Well, that's the same thing here. Trouble is, I don't think I can fish here, and I definitely don't want to camp here. So I come to Cebu where I'm comfortable, go ahead and take care of some business, get some things purchased that I need, look at some of these condos, meet up with a few people, 1, to help the channel, 2, to get some better information to you and my viewers, and also to enlighten me on facts that I'm not familiar with. On the visa, the SRRV, different type of visas, the taxes. A few people have mentioned YouTubers need to pay tax. Well, I don't agree with that. I don't think we need to pay tax here. I pay tax in the US, but I want to double check that. Be a fool not to double check, make sure everything's good. I don't have a large threshold of income where I think it's going to be a tax burden anywhere yet, but I want to check on that. I also want to check on my donations to the church that I give, that I'm not in violation of any laws here in the Philippines. I've seen a few YouTubers get in trouble because they call themselves a charity and they're always asking for charitable donations. You know, they put a link to their PayPal right underneath the charity that they're doing or sponsoring. I don't want to do that, but I want to cover my bases. I want to see what the rules are and what the laws are governing that. I don't want any issues with anybody with me helping out some people. What else am I doing here? I'm going to hang out at the pool, and I'm going to meet some people. I got a few friends that I've made over time that live here in Cebu City. They're going to stop by the hotel. We're going to hang out at happy hour, have a drink or two. I don't drink, they do. So they'll have their 1 or 2 cocktails and I'll have my Coke or coffee, and we'll talk, shoot the shit, and see what happens. But just to let everybody know, Janet's going to be doing a live stream Monday, and I'm not going to be there, and I don't want everybody to think, where the heck is Mike? Where'd he go? I'm here in Cebu. I'm looking at condos is the #1 thing. I have a few business meetings set up with some tax people here, some visa people here, and I'll be relaying what I learned there with you. It's nothing big, nothing dramatic. Taking a vacation from Dumaguete, taking a vacation from the household chores, you know, being with Janet every day. We've been together every day for almost 14 months. So this 10 days, it's a nice little break for me. We're video chatting all the time. We have to get into this jealousy thing that I found Janet has. And we also have to talk a little bit about crab mentality with Filipinas and Filipinos and foreigners here in the Philippines. I've been the victim of crab mentality already. And it's very unpleasant, it's very hurtful. It hurt Janet very much. She cried for a couple days, and we'll talk about that here in the next few days. Other things we're going to talk about is her jealousy. Janet showed her jealous side when I told her I was coming on vacation for 2 weeks, 14 days. And oh my Lord, you thought I was leaving to go to the US for 2 or 3 years. So she made me cut it down to 10 days. I might cut it down to 7 if I get everything done. But 2 big subjects that I totally forgot about: the crab mentality and the jealousy angle. So I want to touch base with both those in a video here later this week. And go shopping, buy her a ring, see my friends, a couple contacts for business in regards to taxes and visas, and take a look at some condos here in Cebu City around ALMA Mall and IT Park. Just wanted to touch base with everybody, let you know that everything's fine at home, everything's fine with me, everything's fine with Janet. We just have so much to do that we need 2 separate bodies. One in Dumaguete, taking care of the business at home, and me up here. I need to get this taken care of. I need to get some things straightened out. I need to be up to date on information that I have. A lot of the information I have that I started to pass on to everybody is a couple of years old. So I want to make sure the information I have is correct. So bear with me on getting that. I hope everybody enjoys Janet's live stream. She's going to do it with Mary, Janet and Mary, and no Mike. And until next time.